This is Diva Leah. Every day I become more and more aware of how crucial it is to live a healthy lifestyle. The main purpose of my videos is to be able to share with you my journey in becoming the healthier me. In this video, Katy O'Brien, a nutrition expert, will teach us on health and wellness. Hope you enjoy!
The simple answer, of course, is I eat more calories than I burn, and so fat accumulates. And that is a simple answer, and it's correct, but there's so much more to the weight issue.
Okay.
Like, for instance, we know that when you take in a lot of toxins, which we all do now in our world of chemicals and pollutants, and there's toxins. We use that lotion to clean your hands up with,
Yes.
and then that chemical goes in your system. Your body doesn't know how to get rid of that. There's so much, and we have this toxic buildup happening in our bodies. And so we're finding that people actually will hold fat to protect the organs from those toxins.
Wow.
And so we're finding that some obesity is more related to having a toxic system, which then causes the body to go into the inflammatory response, which then causes us to hold fluid, and that when we do a cleanse, get rid of those toxins, the body comes back into balance, that fat goes away, and you lose weight just by clearing yourself of toxins. Now, if you're really obese, then of course it's been a long time that you have been accumulating too much fat. But again, another thing we have found is it doesn't have to, oftentimes in fact, it's not that very obese people overeat, it's that they actually undereat, and then the body goes into starvation mode and shuts down or doesn't metabolize as quickly.
Okay.
And so this person is trying not to eat because they weigh too much. And then at the end of the day, of course, the body wins because it still needs calories. And then they end up taking all their calories in, or the bulk of them in, all at one time.
Wow.
And of course, the body can only absorb about 500 calories at a time. For smaller people, 430, 450. For bigger people, 550, maybe 600 calories. Then after that, then anything that you've taken in a meal that's over that, it's going to go to storage for later. When I have a meal, and my meal is 500 calories, about 500 calories, and what's the first thing that happens? That food gets digested down and turned into glycogen. And that glycogen then goes to all the muscles that I have been using earlier in the day that have used up their glycogen stores, and it goes there first. So first my meal replenishes my muscle.
Okay.
Then whatever's left of that glycogen goes to my liver to be stored. Well, if there's an excess that the liver doesn't have room for either, it's going to my middle, or wherever I tend to hold my fat.
Okay.
Right? Because I have too much glucose, what's stored to be used for glycogen. I have an excess, so those glucose molecules connect on. 3, triglyceride. We hear about triglycerides all the time.
Yes.
And in metabolic syndrome, which we see in a lot of obese people that then develop diabetes down the road,
Yes.
that's the high triglycerides in the blood sugar are saying that they had so many calories with that meal that they've got these triglycerides running around that have to go someplace to be stored, and so they get stored, usually our belly or our thighs. Eat that 400 calorie breakfast,
Okay.
then have a snack 2.5 hours later, piece of fruit, handful of nuts, maybe a half a piece of peanut butter toast, something like that.
Okay.
Then have your lunch, another 400, 450 calories. If you're talking us, you're a little bit taller than me, so you can get away with a few more calories. Then take in another snack in another 2.5 or 3 hours.
Okay.
Then have that 400 calorie meal, and then have another snack. And then depending upon how much exercise you're putting into that at the same time. So if you're doing a big workout, you're going to need more calories.
More, yeah.
But still, don't bulk up on the calories all at one time.
All at once.
So 3 meals with 3 snacks would help you lose weight and prevent you from gaining weight once you have lost. And the other big thing with weight loss is, where are those calories coming from? Because if they're nutrient-dense calories, then they're giving me a lot of nutrition, plus they go to those receptor cells for those nutrients, and so it shuts off my hunger.
Okay.
But when I eat something that doesn't have nutrition in, just a lot of calories, like for instance a bag of potato chips,
Yeah.
you can eat a bag of potato chips, you're not going to get full. A lot of calories and a lot of fat. So I'm still going to want to eat something because I didn't get any nutrition from those potato chips. So then the next thing, I grab a candy bar. Okay, so now I've got more calories, but still no nutrition. So my body's going to say, nope, I'm still hungry. Then I grab something that really has some nutrition in it. I mean, think, you eat a salad, you get full, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
There's not that many calories in a salad, but there's a lot of nutrition in that salad. So that nutrition then signals to the body, oh good, I've got nutrients, I'm happy, and the hunger signal goes away. And then you don't overeat because you're eating nutrient-dense food. So the key is nutrient-dense foods. What are the foods that have nutrition in them? Especially for weight loss, you know, usually people that are overweight are the people that will tell you, I don't eat breakfast, right? Because they didn't start out with that big meal, so their body goes into, okay, she's not feeding me, I'm not burning any energy here until she feeds me. And then once the fire gets stoked with some food, it burns better, just like a campfire. You know, the logs smolder until you throw some oxygen in there, some fuel, and once the oxygen hits those smoldering logs, poof, you've got the flame. So we've got that basal rate of metabolism that's always there when we're sleeping. We're always burning at this rate. Then we wake up in the morning. If we don't fuel that flame with anything or fuel those logs with anything, we stay burning at this low rate. Well, when you're burning at that low rate, your muscles aren't firing the same, your body isn't working the same, so you feel sluggish. So what do Americans do when they feel sluggish in the morning and they haven't had breakfast? They grab coffee.
Yes, coffee is
I
the
need
number
that
one
stimulant,
thing.
right?
Yes, it's true.
And I love the taste of coffee, and I'm not bad-mouthing coffee because coffee's got antioxidants in it. So it's not that it's really bad for you, but it shouldn't replace
The breakfast.
food for energy. You shouldn't be reaching for the coffee to give you energy. You should be looking for your food to give you
Nutrition,
energy.
basically.